So you're not cleaning up against the wall like you are with the YMop. In this episode, we're going to compare the benefits and features of the wet vac category for home use, of which we have an example of one of them, the Hoover floor mate here. It could also be the Bissell Crosswave or the High Zero. They all use the same basic technique to do the cleaning. So as a start, when we have the YMop here, the basic premise of how it works is you use our upload station, you pour your water solution into it, you place the YMop in there, turn it on, and it uploads in seconds the solution into the mop head. And now you're ready to clean hundreds, if not thousands, of square feet. In contrast, with the wet mop system, you have start out, you got to put your solution into your tank here, and then right down here you have a spray nozzle that's going to squirt it out quite a ways out in front, and maybe get your baseboards, maybe get your cat. And then you've got a brush here that is going to scrub and brush it, and then you have a vacuum system that then is going to suck that liquid back up into your waste tank. So all this water and dirt is going into your waste tank. Let's see, how do I do that? There we go.
Can you just leave that waste in there?
Probably not a good idea. What we hear a lot from customers of these products is that if you leave something like that, especially milk, but almost anything that's dirty, it's going to stink in no time whatsoever.
How about the roller brush? What happens if you don't clean the roller brush?
You're going to want to keep that clean also. Some of the better brands have a self-cleaning system, but it's still, people say, well, it cleans it kind of.
Well,
so
you still have to clean it.
You still have to clean it, but you also occasionally have to even take it out of the machine to clean it. And you definitely are going to have to take your waste tank, take it down to the sink, take actually parts out of it to clean it well. It's in contrast to take your mop in.
One tank.
No, you have the freshwater tank that you've got to put your
cleaning solution.
So in total
it has
2 tanks.
You're welcome.
I knew he was going there. So the cleaning process seems fairly efficient until you have to put the idea that you always have to clean it afterwards. Sometimes more, sometimes less. Some of the other more expensive machines may be a little more efficient, but it's still the same process. You still got to clean all these parts.
How about the laydown height?
Well, let's see. Here's the YMop. I think it's just over 2 inches, and this is, you can operate this, slide it right under a bed at that height, and it cleans just fantastic.
Why don't you leave it there?
Yeah, let's go ahead and leave that there. Let's show the floor mate here. Well, let's see, fold it back. Oh, well, it pops up. So right here is the laydown height. Now, I think maybe some of the more expensive...
Can that go under a low bed or piece of furniture?
Well, I think that's kind of self-explanatory. It can't go under much of anything. Some of the more expensive models have a slightly lower laydown height. There's still going to be the thickness of the machine at the very least, which is substantial. So you're not going under any low furniture.
Can those style work on carpet at all?
No, they're definitely recommended not to use on carpet because you're going to just overwet the carpet, and you're not.
Sure? Are you absolutely positive about that?
Yeah, I've tried it.
Okay. Right.
It's, I mean, you know, you can go over it, but you're not getting any cleaning done. Let's put it that way.
But what do you know about cleaning carpets and rugs?
Well, for about 28 years, I've been professionally cleaning, actually using this method, and that is how the YMop was developed, is for those very high-end rugs, carpets, and even hard surfaces in some of the finest homes in the world, and still doing that to this very day.
Okay. So are there any major selling points that these types of machines, the water tank system, the wet vacs, do they
one of the ones
brag about?
One of the ones that's very memorable, and I think maybe more than one of them uses, they'll talk about how you have the benefit of getting hard particles and your liquid and cleaning the floor all in one process, and they'll use a spilled bowl of Cheerios as an example. Well, like we mentioned before, if you do that, it will get a lot of the milk up, get the Cheerios up, but now you've got milk in your waste tank. You definitely do not want to leave milk in your waste tank.
Or the brush.
Yeah, or the brush, anywhere. You don't want any milk that's got on any part of this. You're going to have to clean it out, or you're going to have a stinky machine. You don't want that in your kitchen.
Will it pick up all the milk?
Well, certainly not. I mean, you're going to leave a thin film behind. I mean, it actually, I guess, if you go over it back and forth, you're going to pick up all the milk eventually. But
okay. Takes a little bit.
Takes a little bit longer, leaves it a little wetter, but you know, it will get the job done. But the problem is you're going to spend more time cleaning your machine than you spent picking up the spill in the first place.
So how would you do a bowl of Cheerios with the YMop?
Well, I'd grab no, I wouldn't. I'd grab a dustpan and a broom and just sweep the Cheerios and a lot of the milk right into the dustpan, dump it out, and then I'll go over it with a YMop and get what little is left, clean it up completely, and then just throw the mop head into the washing machine and you're done.
That might take an extra 3 seconds to pick up the Cheerios.
Yeah, you might, especially if you have to walk like 5 feet to your waste can to throw away your Cheerios.
Yeah.
Or your
like
garbage
we were
disposal.
saying, it's been a major complaint that you can spend more time cleaning the machine.
Yeah, if you're doing a spill, you are going to spend more time cleaning your machine than you actually spent getting the spill up. Whereas with the YMop, no, it's very fast, and when you grab the YMop, you clean it, you're essentially done. You can throw the mop head immediately in the washing machine, and you're done.
You know, I don't even think you have to put those large tank style machines onto a scale to see that they are much heavier than the YMop.
No, you don't need to do that.
Yeah.
And well, let's take a look at the path here. So that is an 8.5-inch brush, but the machine itself is 11.5 inches. So you're not cleaning up against the wall like you are with the YMop. The mop heads go from edge to edge, so every
YMop is 17 inches.
17 inches versus the cleaning area here is 8.5, so 17. And actually, if you add the mop head, you've got about almost another inch. So you've got about 18 inches of cleaning width versus 8.5 with this Hoover floor mate. And the other competitive products to this in this category are very, very similar. One of the reasons this battery powered, they do make a corded version and it's like 1 inch wider. One of the reasons they're so small is because with the battery power, if they were much bigger than that, their batteries wouldn't last any time whatsoever. Whereas ours, at 17 inches and 18 effectively with the mop head, it lasts a full 2 hours for this model right here. Up to 2 hours. We do have a model that's 1 hour. Even 1 hour. These things, I don't even remember what they are, but they do not come close to that, and their batteries are far, far larger and more expensive.
How much is the price on one of those, I mean, average?
Yeah, the floor mate here is probably the least expensive, and I have seen it as, well, what are they, about 180?
For AC powered or battery powered?
Battery powered. I don't remember now.
Okay, well, we'll look it up.
Yeah, I mean, AC powered, you can get them pretty cheap, but no one's going to want to use the cord. It's already inconvenient enough, but it may be around $200. I know the High Zero is well over $500. It is a better model than this, but like I said, it still has the same drawbacks.
Yeah, we didn't buy the High Zero because it was...
Well, essentially paying a lot more money for basically the same thing. Is it better than this? Yeah, certainly in some ways, but you still don't get rid of the major problems.
I think the High Zero is over $500.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, and so we have seen the High Zero at a trade show. I mean, in operation. How would you rate it? What would be the rating you would give the High Zero?
Well, it depends. If I'm comparing it to these, yeah, okay. Yes, okay. Let's give it a very high 0.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that's what we've heard from feedback.
Yeah, it's a very sleek looking machine, so people kind of like get drawn to it, buy it, and then they go, oh gosh. Even some people have complained about it. Let's just say not being friendly to their wood floors.
Yeah, and again, we invite any of our competitors to come on our podcast, and they can, contest anything that we're saying, any claims we're making,
or just debate
side by side. They can always do a side by side cleaning, clean off
challenge.
Challenge, yeah.
Yeah, we'll go to your studio if you'd like.
Anything else, Yo?
I think that's it for the comparison for the wet vac system versus the YMop system.
Yeah. I mean, Hoover does make some good products.
Well, they've been making vacuums longer than almost anybody else, and they do make some good ones.
Not this one. It's just my opinion, but and I'm guessing yours too.
Yes, and so we will see you next time in the YMop lab.